Hello again. I am Tommy Vinson, and it's my happy privilege to be serving as interim preacher here at Kirby Woods. I want us to continue and kind of bring to a summary statement what we've been reflecting on for the last few weeks. It's Peter's statement in 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 8 about why he loved Jesus Christ. We've explored that passage in some detail and reflected on 6 different reasons why that we ought to love Jesus. Obviously, there are many more in the New Testament. This is confined simply to this one 6-verse text. But as we think about that, notice that Jesus, when he asked Peter that question, "Do you love me?" Peter never forgot that. But I want you to notice he doesn't say to Peter, "Did you used to love me?" He says, "Do you love me right now?" He's saying that our contemporary, present-day experience with Jesus ought to be one of growing love. That great commandment that the Lord gave us even in the Old Testament, he said, "Hear, O Israel, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind." Now, he said that in answer to the question, what is the greatest commandment? Jesus summarized all of the 10 commandments by saying we're to love God. And of course, Jesus was God. He was the God-man. Notice he didn't say, "Did you used to love the church?" but "Do you love the church now?" Did you used to love spending time in the Word of God? But do you love the Word of God now? Those are the contemporary questions. And I heard the other day a preacher say that his problem wasn't that he loved sin too much. He said, "My problem is I love Jesus too little." And I think if we learn to love Jesus more, then the other issues of our sanctification will begin to fall in place. I think when we love Him, several things will be true about us. Number one, we will want to be with Him. You like to be with the people you love. And then number two, we want to please them. Jesus said to Peter, "Peter, if you love me, feed my sheep." In other words, if you love me, do something that blesses me. And the third thing is we want others to know the one we love the most. And so I think that's all true and wrapped up in this whole notion of loving Jesus Christ. Several years ago, I was in India, and early one morning I was scheduled to preach in a Bible college. I sat on the platform looking out at the faces of those young, bright Indian students, and I'm thinking, what can I say to them? We have a language difference, and what can I say to them this morning that will encourage and help them? How can I connect with them? And about that time, one of those students began to sing a song. It went like this: "In their native language, there is a name I love to hear. I love to sing its worth. It sounds like music in my ear. It's the sweetest name on earth." Then in beautiful English they sing, "Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Oh, how I love Jesus. Because He first loved me." Suddenly, my heart was light. There was a common point of contact that I had with these students. And even though they lived 10,000 miles from me and they were in a different culture, spoke a different language, had different educational backgrounds, but all of a sudden, one thing was common about both of us. We both loved Jesus Christ. I believe that's the key in Christian living. That's the key in church unity. That's the key in everything we do for the Lord, is the more we love Him, the more we love His people. I tell young couples when they come to me for premarital counseling, I draw a triangle and I put each one of their names that are going to be married at each corner of the triangle. And I put God up here at the top. And I tell them, the way that we close this gap and we gain intimacy in our marriage is this way. We both move toward God. And as we move toward God, guess what? We're moving closer to one another. So the key to intimacy is loving Jesus Christ. My friend, I hope you love Him. God bless you.